Welcome to Macmo Academy. In this video we will learn a new thing, that how to find out the value of unknown. So for each of the following figure, find the value of unknown. So if you will see that all the angles are around a single point. This is the point and these are the angle around a single point. So this is the concept from angles at a point, and their sum is equal to 360 degrees. So angles around a single point, their sum is always equal to 360 degrees, because it will form a complete circle. If we start from this point and end at again this point, so this will form a complete circle. If we start from any of the point and again end at the same point, this will form a complete circle. So that's why we have to first analyze whether it is from angles from a straight line or from angles at a point, or from complementary angle or from supplementary angle. Then we have to apply the property that the sum 8 degree plus 67 plus 52 plus 135 is equal to 360 degree. If we put equals to 180, it would become wrong. If we put equals to 90 degree, it would again become wrong. So how we have analyzed? By looking at the question that all the angles around a single point. So now add all these values, all these angles. So 7 plus 2 is 9, 9 plus 5 is 14, 6, 11, 14, 15. It's 254. So A plus 254 is equal to 360 degrees. Then A is equal to 360 minus 254. Then if we subtract 3 from 360, so this would give us 106. So it's 6, it's 0, it's 1. So A is equal to 106 degrees. So this is how we can find out the value of unknown in a particular problem. So again, if you will see that there is no actual value of the angle is given, all the values are given in terms of B, there is no need to worry about it. 3B plus 4B plus 5B is equal to 360 degrees, and you have to give the reason angles at a point. So if you are writing equals to 360 and you are writing down the reason, it is reflecting that you know the basic concept that angles around a single point is equal to 360. That's why you have added all these angles and keep it equals to 360 degree. So 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 3 is 12. So 12B is equal to 360 degrees. Then B is equal to 360 divided by 12. 12 times 3 is 36, 0 as it is. So B is equal to 30 degrees. Now let's look at this problem. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 angles are given, in which we have to find out the value of unknown. Unknown is D, obviously, which is a variable. Now as you can see that all these angles are around a single point. So our first target is to add all the angle and keep it equal to 360. So starting from this angle, 7D plus 23 plus 6D plus 139 plus 5D is equal to 360 degrees. Angles at a point. Always write down the reason. So now arrange the like term and add all the like term, then we will see what will happen. 7D plus 60 is 13D. 13 plus 5 is 18D. So 18D plus, add all both of them. So 139 plus 23 is 163. 163 is equal to 360 degrees. Then in the next step, this 163 will go over there and will get subtracted from 360 minus 163. So it's sorry, it's 162. Now subtract 162 from 360's 162. So it's 8. 15 minus 6 is 9, and it's 1. 198. 198 is equal to 18D. Then in the next step, D is equal to 198 divided by 18. So 18 tens are 180 and 18 11s are 198. So 18 times 1, 18 times 11. So D is equal to 11 degrees. So this is how we can find out the value of unknown. Now guys, let's look at this problem. Given that AOB and COD are straight lines, find the values of each of the unknown. Find the value of unknowns in each of the following. It means that there can be one unknown or there can be more than one unknown are there in these problems. So now let's look at this problem. So it is given in the problem that AOB COD are straight line. It means that OE and OF are not straight lines, which means they are not continuing anywhere. It means this. So we need to find out the value of A in this problem. So if you will see that this is a straight line, 107 plus this is not given, so we can find it out, but there is no need to find out. We can find any other way to find out the value of this unknown. But if you will see that beneath this line that A, 30 and 40 and this angle are on a straight line, again this angle is not given, so we cannot find out the value of A without the value of this problem, the value of this missing side. So if now again we will see, is there any other way are there? Yes, there is one more way, that if you will see that this is one of the straight line and this is another straight line. So other than these two parts, these two are the parts which are forming like this. Means this is one complete part, A, 30 and 40, and this is another part which is 107, and this part is formed by two straight line, which is C, which is like AOB, and this is like COD. I have made a little bit tilted figure. So it means that this whole and this whole are formed by two straight line. So in these type of cases, it means that if two angles formed by two straight lines, the opposite angle are vertically opposite to each other. So now let's look at over here. For example, if I make a cross, means this is straight line, this one is a straight line, and this one is also another a straight line. So the opposite angle to each other are equal. So for example, if this angle is of 80 degrees, so this angle would also be equal to 80 degrees according to vertically opposite angle. Why? Because if we subtract this angle from 180, so the value of this or the size of this angle would be 100. So according to vertically opposite angle, if this angle is of 100 degree, so this angle would also be equal to 100 degree. You can cross check like this, 80 plus 100. If they both are on a straight line, so their sum would be equal to 180. You can cross check in this way, 80 plus 100, so their sum would be equal to 180 degree. Again you can check from this, 100 plus 80 would be equal to 180. So that's why opposite angle, vertically opposite angle, if the angles formed by two straight line, by the intersection of two straight line, so they are vertically opposite angle and they are equal to each other. So in this particular case, we can apply this property as well over here. So if this is a straight line and this one is another straight line, so this part is the middle part, other than this, means these two angles are equal to each other and these two complete angles are equal to each other. So this angle is actually the combination of these three angles. So A plus 30 plus 40, this is one complete angle, according to vertically opposite angle. So this is equal to 107. Opposite to this is 107, this 117, 117. So these two parts are equal to each other. So A plus 70, we can give the reason vertically opposite angles. A plus 70 is equal to 117. A is equal to 117 minus 70. So the final answer would be 47 degrees. We can, if you are not comfortable with this pattern, with this method, we can do in any other way as well. You can find out this missing part. This is method 2, which I am telling now. Method 2. You can find out this missing part. You can give name to this angle, any other name. For example, if I am giving P, so P plus 117 is equal to P plus 117 is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because these two angles are on a straight line. Look at over here. COD is a straight line. So P plus 117 is equal to 180 degree. So P is equal to 180 minus 117, which is equal to 63. So if now we know the value of this angle, which is equal to 63, now we can find out the value of A in this way. Now hide this part. Now you will see AOB is a straight line. So all these angles are on a straight line. So their sum will be equal to 180 degree. So now A plus 30 plus 40 plus 63 is equal to 180 degrees. Angles on a straight line. So now let's add all these values. 4 plus 3 is 7, 70, 70 plus 60 is 70 plus 63. So 3 and 133. So 133 is equal to 180. Then this will go over there and will subtract minus 133. So the size of A will be equal to 43. If we will subtract it, we will get 43. Now if you will see that these two values and the answers of both of these are same, it means that if you want to go with this method, you are also correct. But if you have to go with this method, because if there is nothing is given, it means that we are bound to think from that perspective, from where they want us to think from the given perspective. Now let's look at another problem. It's part B. So in this part, now let's look at this problem, part B. So AOB and COD are two straight lines. So I'm having this sheet because if these two are straight lines, it means that the sum of these two angles is equal to 180 degree. The sum of these two angles AOB, the sum of these two angles is equal to 180 degree, and the sum of these two angles is also equal to 180 degree. However, opposite angle are equal to each other according to vertically opposite angle. But if we will say this, that C is equal to 7B, there are two unknown, we cannot find out any one of them. So if we will go with this pattern, like C plus 3B is equal to 180, we cannot find out because in one equation there are two unknown. So we have to go with this pattern. C 3B plus 7B is equal to 180 degree because they both are angles on a straight line. So 10B is equal to 180 degree. Now, so B is equal to 180 upon 10. So B is equal to 18 degrees. So now we are having the value of B. Now you can substitute this value of B, or in this like this, we have to find out like this, C plus 3B is equal to 180, or by vertically opposite angle. So let's give an reason. Angles on a straight line over here, and if we are putting like this, C is equal to 7B. Now we are going to find out the value of C. Why we are saying this? These two angles are equal, vertically opposite angles. So C is equal to 7B. C is equal to 7. Now substitute the value of B. 7 times 18. Now we have to multiply. 7 8s are 56. 7 1s are 7 plus 5. It's 12. 126. So the size of C will be equal to 126 degrees. So if C is equal to 126 degree and 7 multiplied by B is also equal to 126, now you can see that these two angles are equal to each other. So this is how we can find out the value of unknown in a particular problem. Now let's look at this problem. So in this problem, now again AOB and BOC, AOB and COD are two straight lines, and we need to find out the value of unknown CDE. There are three unknown. So this is the name of the center point O. This is not the unknown. So these three angles are unknown. So how to find out the value of unknown? Let's put a paper in this way. E plus D is equal to 180. So both are unknown. We cannot find out none of them. However, if we start question from here, D plus 62 plus 49, so this will work. Yes, this will work properly, and this would also work. 3C plus 49 plus 62. So both will work. Let's start. Now D plus 62 plus 49. So I have put it paper over here in order to hide rest of the thing. And this is a straight line, so all the angles above the straight line, the sum would be equal to 180 degree. So it means that D 62 and 49, the sum of three angles is equal to 180. So now let's add both of these two. So 9 plus 2 is 11. 1 will go carry. It would be 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 1 11. So 111 is equal to 180 degrees. So D is equal to 180 minus 111, so D is equal to 69 degrees. So now we have finded out the value of D. Now let's find out the value of another unknown, which is C. So now let's hide rest of the part, and these three angles are on a straight line. Now again we have constructed the equation in the same way, 3C plus 49 plus 62, because this is a straight line COD. So now let's add both of these two values. So 9 plus 2 is 11. 1 will go carry. So again 111 is equal to 180, and this will go over there. 3C is equal to again 180 minus 111 will give us 69, and 69 will be divided by 3, and this will gives us the value of C. So the value of C will be 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 23. So now this is the second unknown, first unknown. Now one unknown is left, which is E. So we can find out E in a very simple way. E plus D is equal to 180, and we are also having the value of D over here. So E plus D is equal to 180. E plus D is equal to 180. E plus the value of D, which is equal to 69, is equal to 180. E is equal to 180 minus 69. So this will gives us E is equal to 111 degrees. So these are the three unknown which we have find it out. So if we would put all these values, so this is the requirement of the question. We have find it out all the three unknown. You can do the cross checking. So these two angles are vertically opposite to each other, because these two are the straight line and these are the opposite side to each other. So 3C is equal to, so the value of D was 69 and 3 multiplied by C. So if we multiply 23 with C, so this would also be equal to 69. So these two angles are equal to 69. E is equal to 111. So this complete angle is of 111. And if you add both of these two values, so the sum of these two would be equal to 111. So this is how you can satisfy or how you can cross check whether your answers are correct or incorrect. So you can see over here that the value of A is equal to 111 and the sum of these two is equal to 111. B is equal to 69 and 3 multiplied by C would also be equal to 69. So these two are vertically opposite to each other. This is the cross checking. E is equal to 111 and this is the sum of these two would also be equal to 111. Now let's look at this problem. Again, AOB is a straight line, COD is another straight line. So these two angles are vertically opposite to each other and they are equal. And these two angles are vertically opposite to each other and they are equal. But there is nothing which is unknown over here. This is the name of the center point O. A and B are unknown. There are two unknown in this problem. And unknown is always represented by a small letter and there is a degree sign on it. This is another indication. And this is a capital O. It means that this is not the unknown. This is the name of the center point. So if we will start this question in this way, this angle plus 7a is equal to 180. So we cannot do anything. Why? Because there will be two unknown in one equation. But if we can do in this way, a plus 7a plus 103 is equal to 180, yes, this will work. And in this way we can find out the value of a. So let's start. 7a plus 103 is equal to 180. Again, angles on a straight line. So this is the reason. 7a is equal to 180 minus 103. This will give us 77 and there's 7a. So a is equal to 77 divided by 7. So a is equal to 11 degrees. So we have found it out, the one unknown, the value of a, and another unknown is b. Now if we can do in this way, 2b plus 13 and 103, these two angles are vertically opposite to each other. So we can write in this way, 2b plus 13 is equal to 103. Now we have to mention the reason as well. Vertically opposite angles. So mentioning reason is very important. 2b is equal to 113 minus 103 minus 13. So this will gives us 90 is equal to 2b. Then b is equal to 90 upon 2. So b is equal to 45 degrees. So we have found out the value of both the unknown in this problem. So this is very simple. You have to just analyze what is given, which type of angles are they, vertically opposite angles on a straight line. Then just apply the property, mention the property name, and then find out the value of unknown. Now let's look at this problem. So this question is, by looking at this question, it's looking very difficult, but let's learn how to find out the value of unknown in this problem. So how many unknown are there? First of all, let's look at the problem. So again, AOB and COD are two straight line. So let's mention that AOB, this is the center point O, and COD, this is the another straight line. So these two are the straight line. And how many unknowns are there? I, J and H. So these three unknowns are there in this problem. And this is there is a square, it means that it's 90 degrees. So first of all, let's see how to find out the value of any unknown. We can start with any of the unknown, whatever it's feasible for us. So let's use the paper sheet again in order to hide or in order to see according to the straight line. If I look at this AOB line and I'm placing paper in this way, AOB. So all the angles above this are on a straight line and their sum is equal to 180. So yes, we can find out the value of I because only one unknown is there in this equation. But if I place this paper sheet over here like this, COD, above COD there is only one unknown and there are two values which are known. Yes, we can find out the value of J as well. So let's start with J. So J plus 32 plus 104 is equal to 180. And what will be the which property? According to which property? Angles on straight line. So let's add both of these two. J plus 136 is equal to 180 degree. Then J degree is equal to 180 minus 136. J is equal to 44 degrees. Now we got the value of J, one unknown, we have find it out. Let's find out the value of I as we have decided earlier. 2I plus 104 plus 32 is equal to 180 degree. Again the reason will be same, angles on straight line, angles on straight line, so the reason will remain the same. So let's add 2I plus 136 is equal to 180. 2I is equal to 180 minus 136, which is equal to 44, and this 2 will go over there and will divide. So I is equal to 22 degrees. So now we got the value of I degree as well. Now only third unknown is left, one unknown is left. Let's remove this paper sheet and let's think how to find out the third unknown. Let's put this paper sheet in this way. H, now AOB, all the angle beneath this are on a straight line. AOB is a straight line. H plus 90 plus 24 plus J. Let's look at with any other way as well. Now COD is another straight line. 2I plus H plus 90 plus 24 degree. The sum of all these angles will be equal to 180 degree. So both are correct. With any of them we can go with any of the method. Why? Because we are having the value of I degree as well. So let's start finding it out. So 2I plus H, 2I plus H plus 90 plus 24 is equal to 180 degree. Again angles on straight line. Now 2I, the value of I is known, so we will substitute in it. 2 multiplied by I, 2I is equal to 44. So in place of 2I, I am putting 44 plus H, which is unknown, plus 90 plus 24 is equal to 180. Now let's add all these three values, 90 plus 24 plus 44, 90, 24 and 44. Let's add all of them. 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 0 is 8, then 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 5, 6 plus 9 is 50, 158. H plus 158 is equal to 180. Then H is equal to 180 minus 158. Now let's subtract both of them. So we will get 22 degrees. So the value of H 180 minus 158. Subtract them. It's 2. It's again 2 and it's 0. 22 degrees. So this is how we can find out the value of unknown in a particular problem. Initially the problem was looking very big and very difficult, but by using the proper direction as I have guided in this particular problem, we have finding out the value of I, J and H. So all three values are known now, and this is how we can find out the value of unknown in a problem by using the property angles on a straight line, vertically opposite angle, angles around a single point. So if you have any query, if you have any concern, you can drop us a comment in the comment section. We will help you out. So do not forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you for your support.